who is going to be the POG on the side of T1. It's going to be Cuz on Diana. Don't mind the small little vote over to Teddy too much. Cuz won 11 votes out of 12 with the Diana performance.
Wanted her to, but instead it's just going to be the continuation of the salty run back.
Look at
Tom Kench. Maybe Tom Kench here instead of the Varus?
No, it's going to be Varus.
was that even if they were behind, even if they were, doesn't matter what the game state was, they always looked chirp. Pioshik in particular, the man.
Yeah.
You know, if your draft doesn't work the first time, try it again. However, in this scenario, I think the draft in of itself is a bit of a problem. And
we got a massive change. Massive change. This just in. Thresh banned first, and Tom Kench banned second.
God.
Insanity. I can't believe they've changed so much in this draft. Callista banned second instead of first. Out of control.
Yeah, no, right.
If it ain't broke, perhaps don't do anything to mend it. This is like a game of chicken. This is a game of chicken that T1 will just inevitably win. You know?
No!
Oh, God, we are just doing it. Whoa.
Don't look to Gwen.
Is it Gwen?
No.
Nah. Yeah, there we go. Salty run back. Continue it.
You know how bad it...
I'm like listening to the Korean cast, by the way, in the background, and they're just losing their minds. They're like, what? Why is it happening again? Oh, it's so funny. Camille would be hilarious. Teddy's Camille there on the bottom side of the map. That's the change-up that we were looking for.
Oh, pain. You know it's bad. You know it's bad when the casters are like, please pick Gnar. Please do something.
Something to change this.
No.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've seen the official Salty run back. As salty as it gets. Identical in every single way. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, the nice part about this is that I have a feeling that we can collectively agree upon how these two compositions are supposed to work. And you know what's the best part about this? Is that now we can talk about some of the other things. We can talk about skin choices.
That's true. Maybe that's where the change happens.
There's a swap up there.
I imagine
it'll work.
Could you imagine if you you went off to I don't know, go for a run or something, and you'd step back in, so you went off
coming from the bot side.
Oh, there we go.
And there were pings going down there, so I think Faker does suspect this.
He's gonna flash. There's the follow flash though, as in goes Pioshik. Faker trying to get underneath this turret as Pioshik understands that he's not going to be able to get there. The ramp up at the turret damage.
Very aggressively, which I did quite
Whoa,
like.
that's a big old flash forward. Deadly Flourish is going to connect. Keria is like, I went on a journey a little bit further than I wanted to.
Well, though.
Yeah, this is a big one. Only level 4 on Faker, so not going to be paranoiaing in or anything like that, but Cuz going to walk on around as Keria gets in there with the Hex Flash, and immediately the kill goes down. They trade it, but they might be able to grab Becker as well, who's trying to get that Fancy's cousin, who's just a little bit more serious.
He really has his life together.
Yeah. I love the Hex Flash, just right in their face. Knew exactly what was going to happen there. But decent trade back for DRX.
It's good that they get something out of it.
Stubborn with his drafting choices. I'm going to have to hold my thought for a moment as Cuz just ease onto Sulka here, and Faker is going to follow up, but it's going to be a mismatch fight here. Not going to be able to grab the kill onto Sulka. Not enough damage with the Haymaker either, as Canna gets there a little bit too late with the teleport. Oh dear. T1 making a big old whoopsie in the river. And Cuz is like, well, not going to be able to help you out, guys. I'm sorry. And he's just going to take the Rift Scuttler and get out.
The Crucial Ultimate not available for Cuz there. He hasn't hit 6 yet, and that means that there is a big opening for DRX. Keria!
Yeah, looking for a little bit here, but stand beside me. Pretty good.
One being a little bit too trigger happy, because I think this engage is nice. If Faker ults here immediately, I think you can get away with it. But he waits rather long, and now Cuz needs to teleport, which in of itself is not a great outcome. Kana comes in and uses his Haymaker immediately, and in a sense kills Sulka, but that means that the moment that the Haymaker is used, the rest of the DRX now we can just pile in on him.
Making sure that you had all the information necessary. Speaking of which, that's the Moonfall on Bow on the bottom side. Just too much damage here as Teddy just pops him like a balloon.
I think that just Cuz's presence on the bot side makes it so much easier. Faker might be caught here, but
Pioshik getting over the top, doesn't find the spear as Faker good sidestep. Moonfall's fantastic this time as Faker just throws through the paranoia, and that's a double kill. He had barely the items that Sulka had. It's a whip in comparison to the completed Mythic. But he had the friend's assistance, and now
a little bit less aggressive, but as a whole, it's still not enough.
Yeah, Kingin's going to find some mist, but then is pulled out of it. Cuz turns up at exactly the right time as the needlework is able to keep Kingin alive for the moment. The ignite.
There. Take a look at this play from Fake here, because the setup here is beautiful. You see the pings going down. They know what's going to be down here. Finds a sidestep, and then the moment you see anyone really as DRX, like, oh.
All too easy. I love that he gets to turn off the lights as well.
Yeah, because it means that any possible
As here's some paranoia.
Teleport.
Great stun onto Becca, who is going to be able to do some decent work there. You can see Bao, once again, it's the same level of 0 protection for the Varus.
This is literally just a repeat. This time it's Faker ulting in, and it's Kana teleporting. Last time it was...
that's a solo kill. Okay.
I don't think their ults in this one are great. Individually, they look a lot better. They're making cross-map plays, they're getting stuff done. Here we go, he waits out the lethal tempo, recognizes that... Wow, okay. Well, no, that's just Gwen, I guess.
Okay, here we go. We're bringing the friends. This time, as Faker doesn't want anything to do with it. Showstopper. Let's see whether this is going to be enough. Some more needlework and a teleport. And Canna might just be dead. If at first you don't succeed, maybe you just do it again and not succeed again. Not entirely sure. They are going to be able to trade it this time, though, as Cuz grabs the kill onto Solka. This set of position. Carry over to the side. That's going to be Soul Point locked down for T1, but can they escape is the question. The answer may just be yes. There's some more needlework coming on through here. The flash on forward. As Cuz knows that he's dead, may as well press some buttons. But still, just the one kill and Soul Point locked down for T1. You probably take it. Good music again, I guess. But no, some needlework here on the bottom side. Teleport to come through from T1 as maybe Kingin has overstepped. Doesn't have the ulti anymore as he throws out the mist one more time. The fear comes in. It's taking a long time to kill this Gwen, who almost manages to take down Canna. In the meantime, is Teddy going aggressive. Keria finding Becker as well. That's a big old Zenith blade as the Chains of Corruption come in as well, as everyone just seems to be limping away as we trade in the end. Was that a bit of a fadeaway from Keria? Not sure. I think it was the last tick of Ignite that managed to take down Becker, as we've got a curtain call just for revenge.
T1 topside with him. As I understand this, but I don't think you ever get away with this if the teleport is up, right? There is no way that as Gwen you ever get out of this situation. The fact that Kana almost dies is just testament to Gwen the champion.
Whoa, that was...
yeah, without...
yeah, alive for another second, and that would have been a 1-for-1, 100%.
And this is the look we haven't seen from T1 in a while, where Teddy is ready the moment that the play comes through, right? As it will be, as we can see here, the final tick of the Ignite, as well as Bao just hitting a basically point blank. Teleport for Fake, and this is a big fight. If you get this as T1, this game is golden.
But Kingin is jumping onto Canna. The Haymaker does a bit of work, as he's just going to showstopper the Gwen over the wall and look to continue trying to escape. It's not really going to work, as Stridebreaker gets Canna a little bit further. He does have the stopwatch that he sat on for such a long time. Moonfall comes on in here as another stopwatch is there. Kingin going to utilize his, but if Kingin falls here, it is a big problem for DRX. As Solka, he's going to go golden as well. League of stopwatch well and truly upon us right now as the curtains going to be called. Solka in a bit of trouble here. Vision being picked up by Teddy. Last bullet not going to be able to find the mark, as now DRX should be able to deny the Infernal Soul.
It was a like 10-second window here for DRX, and they found it expertly. Really greedy from T1 to...
They're just going to go for the brute force on this outer turret, as the Baron is down to below half health. They're just trying to burst it. I think this is just gone.
Yeah,
as DRX, unfortunately, I mean, yes, they might be able to get some damage done onto this inhibitor turret. The reset does come in, and yeah, 4 seconds until the Drake is alive. So
it flips on his head, because then it becomes a question if you get T1, can they go in?
Yeah, Paranoia is still available here for Faker, so it can turn the lights off.
If they do ever commit and it works out, which would that come generally? Yeah. It will. They're in for a heap of trouble, and Teddy, he needs to get...
Is going to reset. Kingin picks it up though. Turret going to be taken here by Faker. They're going to have to start some sort of play as the Drake gets taken down pretty quickly, especially by Kingin, who does a lot of damage. They will pick up the aggro as okay, in they go. Canna very close to just dead as the fight starts. That is the Infernal Soul picked up. Faker dives into the backline. Bao does use that stopwatch that we were talking about, but will he stay alive? The answer is absolutely not, as Kuz is a nuclear bomb in the backline with this build that he's gone for. Doesn't stay alive for very long though, is now Teddy setting himself up with the curtain call as Solka walks towards him. Teddy thought that he might be able to go for this one. Okay, Deadly Flourish not actually going to be employed as Kingin looking for Keria, looking for Faker, wanting to find an opportunity to close the gap, but he's not going to be able to. If he gets on top of anyone, he kills them. However, needs to find the Leona, as there are wolves there. There's Keria as well.
Keria!
Kingin, you knew! You saw him! Oh, dearie me, the Hex Flash gets him out, and Solka gets the bad news just before he gets over the wall. Silly. That was real silly.
Oh my god, and this was a very important team fight. Kana so close to dying. I think if he dies there, this might go completely different. But even if they lose this fight, that starts with the Infernal getting picked up, right? So everything afterwards is just gravy. Pay attention to Teddy, who plays this out just gorgeously. A really nice stopwatch. Snipe #1. Didn't actually have a vision there, I think, at the end of the fight. And
watching Teddy like almost walk back in there, I thought that maybe he could two-shot the Crocodile, but did need to be pretty careful as we're going to check out how he did this one. My God, the damage.
his weaving in and out and like still hitting autos is just, oh.
I like how you saw his mouse sort of wiggle around. He's like, yeah, it's about there. Gets the kill. Beautiful. Oh, in the meantime, some needlework going on here towards the top side of the map. Oh my God. Infernal Soul and, you know, the old 5 big old items. As Kuz is looking to blow up the Nidalee and does so pretty effectively. We'll find the Q as well. Lands it onto a couple of extra members at the same time as Ken is going to come through and make sure that we are doing it. This is exactly what we were talking about. Teddy is going to throw out the curtain call, knows exactly where DRX are, and they are going to have to get off the Elder. That may have just got them into position as the Blast Cone gets Kingin over the wall. In the meantime, Faker's just in the bottom lane as in goes Canna. There's the Paranoia as Faker will see where he is. The Elder was taken by T1 though, and I think that that may just spell the end of DRX. Faker gets on top of Becca. The Dragon is getting extraordinarily angry. That's going to be the ace, and that will be the 2-0 for T1.
And it's a necessary game for T1 Atlas, the T1 that we haven't seen in a while, and I think DRX looked better today than they have in a while, but against a T1 that clearly also looks better than they have in a while, not enough whatsoever.
Yeah. And also, I don't know about the salty run back. I feel like we have learned that if you do it again, maybe it takes a bit longer, but the outcome is the same. Teddy's still just absolutely dominant. I think maybe the media might have been voting for this game instead of the other one. Not entirely sure. I think that maybe he deserves it this time around. As some smiles on the T1 members' faces. DRX not quite so much. As, look, I like the confidence of just going for it again and saying like, our comp was okay, we'll show you. But they didn't. So it just looked even more silly. One thing I do want to talk about is Teddy. Teddy just having a really great showing on back-to-back games. As we listen into the final vote.
And I think Kana's received a lot of just criticism for his laning phase. And even here we saw some side lane mistakes. But that he's the one that actually makes that play happen, right? Yeah. Because he's the one who goes in, slams Pioshik away from the pit, which means that Kuz, he can just take the Elder. There's no risk whatsoever to get the unfortunate flip into getting aced by an Elder Drake and then losing the game, which would have been an absolute nightmare. Yeah, that turret damage is...
He's going to half hit the Nexus here, I think. Yeah, there we go, 2,000 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. So congratulations to T1, grabbing themselves the 2-0. I think that they would be accepting nothing less, as yes, Teddy will do almost double the damage of a lethality Varus information. But the information we do have is the POG vote, as it is going to be Teddy. Of course it is. 35.9% of his team's damage, way too much gold.